I know you feeling yourself today, right? You have to be feeling yourself today. Like I'm glad I got you on today because this is your day. This is your celebration moment, man. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, man.
man.
You know, shout out to the Detroit Pistons, man.
Yeah. KK wouldn't let them lose yesterday. Was the
And
perfect
I
everything on right.
I missed the game because I was out doing something. And when you hit me up with the update, I was like, damn, that's right. They played Toronto. And I was like, man,
Yep.
I wonder how close that game is going to be. So,
And they made a trade, so that made it even like, how trades can be, it can disrupt a team. So, that happened earlier that day. So OG Ananobi wasn't on the team.
yeah.
So that gave us more of an advantage. But of course we blew it the last time when we had an advantage.
Y'all feel like y'all turned this thing around?
I
Let's ask
hope
the
so,
$1 million question. Did Detroit turn this thing around for the 2024 year?
hey man, when you get a win, we play sports, to not to this level, but when you got a win, man, it feels good, especially if you had a losing streak. So I can imagine what they're feeling right now. 28 straight. The amount of games they've lost in the last 2 years was like 4-50 or something like that. So it's been a rough road for them, but they got the talent. I don't know if you heard Jason Tatum's um, speech the other day when they played them. He's like, man, they're very talented. They just gotta connect on the small things. So hopefully this will be a turnaround for them. Obviously this year they're not making no playoffs, but we're gonna see how next year turns around.
All right, man. Let's get this show started. Episode 183. Let's start the damn intro, people. We are back, man. Happy New Year, pretty much. New Year's Eve, man. We are locked and loaded, man. You are now rocking with the best. This is the Best of Seven Sports Talk. I'm Seven Mitchell, your host, as always, man. Y'all know how I'm coming, man, for 2024. Salute to you guys, man. You see, joining me, I got my brother Hank. Hoodie Hank is in the building today, y'all. So y'all know what's going down. I told y'all he feeling himself as Detroit Pistons won last night. They slapped the streak. We got Sports Games Vision in the building. Episode 183 is going down. We got a lot to talk about in today's episode, man. We are going to give a hot take for every team in the NBA in the Western Conference for 2024. It's going to be an interesting segment. Going to bring my brother Cole up in a few minutes. He's going to be joining us. I hope BA can join us from Get Your Bars Up Media on this episode, man. If you guys are new to this platform, make sure that y'all subscribe, become a member as well. Hank, happy holidays, gang. It's been a minute. I think you and I last chopped it up here on this platform before Christmas. So
Right.
happy holidays to you, family.
Happy holidays.
Yes, sir. You ready to rock and roll for the new year? You got any resolutions?
Nah, man. Just continue to grind. That's it. Continue to grind. Grind more, grind more.
I can respect that, man. I definitely I need to get more organized. I think one of my resolutions, at least for this platform, is that I get more structured, more organized when we talk about just a schedule for shows and stuff like that, just being
Right.
consistent on that level. So yeah, I'm a rock with you on that note, man. I need to get a little bit more structure for this new year, but I'm excited.
Definitely.
I am.
To me, that's probably something I got to do even better. But you see, I made a foundation at least
Oh yeah,
on that
you ain't
Friday
playing no
show.
games out here. You ain't playing no games out here. The Friday night show on Sports Game Vision, one of the dopest shows for the weekend in sports talk. So y'all make sure that y'all subscribe to Hoodie Hank Sports Game Vision and join us every Friday live, 6
Yes.
p.m. Eastern on Sports Game Vision, man. Definitely don't miss a beat over there. But man, y'all know what we come to do here at the Best of Seven Sports Talk. So make sure you guys smash that like button. Cole, if you're still here, I'm gonna drop the link in a very brief second. I do want to go over some NBA news with Hank before we get into our main topics of today's episode. Y'all already know. All right, Hank, man, let's go over some NBA news. What the hell is happening around the National Basketball Association? Let's talk about it, man. Make sure that you guys follow me on social media, on Twitter at 7Mitchell. I definitely appreciate the support. And I will be following back in 2024. I know. I got to get it together, but I will be following the streets back more next year. No doubt about that. But let's see what's happening in the world of the National Basketball Association. Now, Hank, you kind of mentioned this earlier. The Knicks and the Toronto Raptors made a big time trade over the weekend, trading OG
Yes.
Anunoby, to the New York Knicks for RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and second round pick. What was your reaction, gang, to the Knicks picking up the OG? And do you think this is a win for the Knicks or a win for the Raptors when we talk about trade winners?
Wow. I mean, well, we know OG is pretty consistent and solid. I see initial trades was they just had him only. I seen they picked up another piece with the trade. I believe he's purchased a guard, if I'm not mistaken. So it seems like a pretty good trade for the Knicks. Picking up someone, RJ, he's a good player, but he never took off to where I think they wanted him to take off to, more of that star role. OG
Yep.
has more of an opportunity to do that on a bigger stage, and I think for them it's probably a win as long as he can mirror what he did in Toronto.
Do you think that the Knicks gave up too much though for OG?
I like Emmanuel Quickly too. That's the one I'm really. I think the getting rid of Barrett's not a big deal at that much. I know the Knicks fans like him. But Quickly was more of the guy. I was like, I don't really want to get rid of him. But getting OG, was going to have to give up something, and then you got
Right.
Precious Achua, and they gave up a second round pick, which is not a big deal. They probably got a ton of second round picks, so it's not a lot, honestly. It seems like a pretty decent trade.
I wonder where the Knicks are ranked right now in the Eastern Conference as far as standings overall, because I'm kind of trying to project how important this move will be as far as moving them up in the
Right.
standings. Are you aware where they currently lie at in the East?
Well, they're in the
The
play-in
Knicks.
tournament right now. They're number 8. Meaning if they lose that, was it the first game, they out of it, right? So, but they bouncing up and down a little bit. They've been on win streaks and they get on a lose streak. Obviously, your goal is to get to that top 6, and if you got to be in the play-in, you want to be number 7 because you got 2 opportunities to win, to get in the playoffs.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, they this move, and I'm sure they might do another move. It's not over with. I think they bolster their defense, they bolster their front line, and they have a lot more consistency. And he has a chance to be that next star for them on the team.
Right. Joel Embiid, Hank, I just saw this earlier today. He won't be eligible to win the MVP award if he misses 11 more games. Did you know about
Okay.
this? And what's your reaction to this news? When you do the
Unless
math.
he unless he's really hurt, Joel ain't missing them 11 games. He want that MVP. Trust me, he want to win a championship. I believe he does. But he want those personal accolades. He begged for that MVP last year to get back to back and have 2 on his resume for sure. He wants that trophy. So if he stays in, he's going to get it. And of course, the way the team is that we're looking at the roster right now, the records right now, they
Yeah.
are number 3. So I mean, he has he has a good team, but he not star studded like Boston. It's more of a great award for him to win. He doesn't have a superstar player on his team besides himself.
When I look at the landscape, Philly can't afford to have him out because even though
No,
they're in third place, when you look at 4 through what 4 through 6, it's only a couple games difference. Like if he was to be out for a substantial amount of time for an injury or something, like they could totally lose their position in
right.
the East. Forget him winning the MVP again or being eligible for that. It's going to be detrimental that he is available for the most part, not only for his individual success, for the team, because the Eastern Conference, they playing it close. The first, the top 6 teams, it's kind of close.
Yeah, they're I've seen rumors about them. They're gonna make some move more than likely. To me, they got a solid team that's built around him. Maxey is coming into his own. He will be. It's looking like he's going to be that star, maybe superstar, depending on how much more development he gets. He's definitely a star player on that team. He's growing into that. He's with James Harden gone. He's got a lot more touches, and he's showing himself to be very good. But they're probably going to need a little bit more if they want to win the championship or get out the East. Because as much as I hate to say it, Porzingis is helping that Boston team a lot.
Yeah.
And they look like they're the team that's going to get out the East unless, Philly makes a move. They're solid, but they need something else to go with them. And they absolutely need Joel to be healthy to do it.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think I mean, if this was a hot take for the Eastern Conference show, this would be it for me. I think Joel is not going to meet this eligibility. When I saw this morning, and I'm realizing where we at, there's still a lot of basketball to be played. He has not been the most health efficient guy in his career.
No.
I will not be surprised if you could talk to me all day about what he want to do. But when I look at history, it's not crazy for me to think that he'll miss a dozen games with all these games left, depending on what the injury is. Right. If it's a lower body injury, he ain't going to be able to help that be out for a couple weeks. So when I saw this, I don't think Joel Embiid is going to be eligible for the MVP. I don't think he's going to fit the bill. I speaking to some people this morning, everybody feel like you said, he's going to do whatever he has to do, even if he has to push it to the limit of 10 games missed. He's going to make sure that he's eligible. I don't believe that. I don't think he's going to get it done. I don't want to wish any bad luck on him, but this was surprising to me, gang. I'm not going to lie, bro. This is very surprising to me. I didn't know he had missed already.
We'll give him cut him some slack. These last couple of seasons, he showed up. He's been trying to get that MVP award. And of course, I'm sure he's been trying to win in the playoffs, but he's been pretty healthy these last couple of years. If you look at his physique, he looks like he's been in the gym, keeping his body healthier, sort of like you can see what Jokic has done with what's his name, Luka. They've lost a lot of weight, and then even Zion until the recent times he was a little bit more healthy. But I think that Joe is going to play through a lot, and he has to. It's going to be a little bit old school. He has to learn how to play through these injuries, especially in the playoffs when they need him the most. That, if you old school basketball, they were playing through everything.
Right. I mean, let's just say hypothetically, he remains healthy. Let's say he gets this done. Let's say there's not a problem with his availability. Let's say he plays these games out. You willing to bet that he will be the MVP, that he will finish as a repeat?
Oh, yes. He stays in that top 3. There's no way he's not getting an MVP again, especially with the numbers he's putting up. I believe he's still the top scorer in the league. He's number 1. His rebounds, he's in the top 3. His blocks is up there as well. And he's a definitely plus on that floor when he's on there. So even all the free throws he shoots a pretty good free throw percentage for a big man. So I think that he'll get it again. What up, Cole?
Cole, happy New Year, gang.
Happy New Year. How y'all doing?
Happy New Year.
I'm about a toenail short from being pissed off today, bro. I'm still trying to recuperate from the robbery of last night's game with the Lakers and LeBron. But I'm trying to get it together, gang. I'm trying to get it together.
Scott Foster.
That was crazy. My thing is this: my foot could be on the line when I'm starting my jump, but if I'm on the release, it's behind the line. That's a 3-point shot.
It is. Well, we're going to talk about that because we're going to get into that in a minute. But real quick, Cole, what's your reaction to the news about Joel Embiid? Missing 11 games, he won't be eligible for this MVP that he's in the lead of right now.
I feel like Joel the type to miss 10. Like just cause.
See, people. That's why I said that. People keep saying that, Hank. I think he's gonna miss. He gonna miss a dozen. I mean, I come on. I'm not trying to say it on purpose, but I'm not like I would be concerned if I was a betting man and if I was betting on Embiid to win the MVP. I would be having nightmares now.
He the type to like drop like 45, 45, 50 on like 3 bad teams,
Mm.
and then sit out, and then maybe like that last game of the stretch. He's gonna come back in, play like 20 minutes. He's gonna drop his averages, but he's not gonna care.
We gonna see how this one play out, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Happy belated birthday to the king. LeBron James turned 39 yesterday. You know, Hank, you said you was a supporter of LeBron James. You said that was your favorite NBA player. Why you ain't do no videos on LeBron yesterday?
Man, I posted on my social media like 150 pictures of him.
You know I gotta troll Hank, y'all know I gotta troll Hank when it comes to the king, man. We talked about this, ladies and gentlemen, last night. The Lakers lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves 107 to, what was the final score? 107 to 106?
I forgot. It was close.
Was that like the final score?
2 points. I'll double check. I'll verify. Give me 1 second here. Pulling out my overview here.
Let me see what LeBron James. This is what LeBron had to say.
On that play, so some screenshots.
Yeah, 108, 106, Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, 108 to 106. Okay. Well, y'all able to hear this audio? Let me see.
I heard something.
Y'all can hear this.
On that play, so some screenshots and replay lane time. So what were you looking at when you kind of the discussion?
How about now? Y'all hearing that?
Where your foot was, and how do you just evaluate that play?
What do you mean? How? I mean, it's obvious at 3. My foot is behind the line. I mean, you can see the space between my front of my foot and the 3-point line. You can clearly see the wood on the floor is a space in between.
All right, so let's go back. Let's look at this play.
About where your foot was, how do you just evaluate?
Let's check this out.
What do you mean? How?
Okay.
I mean, it's
wow.
My foot is behind the line.
His foot never was on the line though, Hank.
It was so close.
After the shot.
It was so close, but he was behind it just by an inch, like a small little, fraction of a hair. He had it behind it. But even with that, if I take off and the ball is still in my hand, as long as I'm making it behind that line before it releases, it should be a 3-point shot. That's just me.
That's what the rules say.
Might be something different.
No, that's exactly what the rule says.
Okay,
that's
as long as I take it on release, right? On release?
Upon release. That's why step backs are a thing.
Yeah, okay, yep.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to ask you. Like, how if I'm initiating a step back it within 18 feet, but if I land behind the 3-point line, you're telling me that's a 3-pointer?
Yeah.
Wow.
As long as you make it back there.
So are we all in agreement that the referees got this call totally wrong last night?
Oh, yeah, 100%. They did. And if you see my man, the head referee that looked at the video, he said it wasn't on him. It was the office.
For the replay and the review.
Yeah, but whoever's the head in wherever they're at, New York or wherever they're at, he said they made the decision.
Wow, bro. I mean, was this worse? The circumstances were way different. So I guess we'll say that the KD situation was worse. But was this a worse call than the KD call?
No, KD's foot was actually on the line.
Okay. So the call for KD and with the Bucks and the against the Bucks and the was that against the Milwaukee in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
KD was on the line on that one.
The refs got that one right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this one was egregious.
Okay.
As soon as he hit it, I'm like, what they gonna say now? They say he ain't clutch. They took it away from him on his birthday.
And Hank, I don't know if you saw it, but like at the scoring table, it was like a TV size monitor, and it was blown up, and you could see like his foot never crossed the line.
Yeah, I seen when he ran up to it and was like, "Look, it ain't that." Look.
Yeah, like
that's crazy. Look where it's at. I mean, that is crazy.
See, this is where the conspiracy stuff gets into play when you're talking about sports betting and referee stuff. That makes it look egregious, people start getting upset about that stuff. You seen the other day when Golden State, when what's his name, Peyton saw them hit that three, and it was like he didn't cover the spread or whatever. His reaction.
It was that game where Peyton Pritchard hit a three in the corner, and they say he went out of bounds, and he never even got close to out of bounds.
Yep, crazy. This sport been out of control.
It's crazy. Investigate everyone.
What's gonna be?
That's real.
Totally. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that really has been the hottest stories, I think, as far as NBA news that's happened within the last 24 to 48 hours. Just wanted to cover that. Am I missing anything other than you? I mean, we got to talk about your boys winning last night. You said that you feel like this could be a possibility that they turn the corner. Do you still fire Monty Williams? Let me ask you that. Do you fire your head coach?
Well, I told you, but I forgot which show is either my show or your show. I don't think they're going to fire him right now because they begged him to get the job. He gets so much money, and then him and Dwayne Casey, they're cool. Dwayne Casey he's in the front office, so he had a part in getting Monty over there. So I think the brotherhood of the coaches, he's going to keep him another season. And then again, they tore this down on purpose. I don't think they expected to have 28 straight losing games, but they tore it down on purpose, and they want him to be the person that takes him to the new level and new heights of winning in Detroit again.
Yo, y'all are so damn lucky, bro. Who? What? Cole, can you imagine, bro, being in the professional basketball in the NBA, a young up and coming guy? You about to start the new calendar year off as the worst losing team in history, bro. How the hell how can that sit well with you, bro?
It doesn't. You just cry in your Bentley.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's all you can do, bro. Is fake it till you make it.
With your IG models.
Right.
That's it. Damn, son.
Yeah, they still in history though. That's still there. At least they didn't break it, but when they look at the record books, they're gonna be in that top 2 or 3 teams, All
right. Next to the Bobcats. Ew.
I got a question for you fellas. Which NBA team is better? We're going to talk about old versus new. The Clippers, the 2019 Clippers, when Kawhi and Paul George, Pat Bev, and all of them came together, or this 2024 Clippers? Which team would y'all say is better?
This is a mid-off.
Yeah, it's all about the finish though. Like, had COVID not happened, I think we would have got that Lakers versus Clippers conference finals. But this team the way they're playing, they got a great shot to do something this year. I got to see the finish line.
You can look at teams though. You can look at certain teams and can tell if they have the makeup to compete for a championship, if not win a championship. And, that was put on the Clippers back in 2019 as being a favorite to at least represent the Western Conference. Even though it's like the Clippers are now just getting hot, do they look to you like a unit that could represent the Western Conference? Let me ask you that.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Second round exit.
I think the top 4 are going to have to play out their mind to do it because their depth isn't as strong as the 19 team. And 19 team had more depth. But, I think it all depends on the injuries and what's going on. I think they can get to the conference finals. I don't know about the finals.
So, Hank, you think that this team could get further than the 2019 Clippers because they didn't get no further than the second round, right?
Healthy. I think get the conference finals.
All right, let's say they are healthy. Cole, could this upcoming Clippers team get further than the 2019 Clippers team? They good enough for that?
I don't see it. You're asking Harden to be efficient in the playoffs, something he's really never done. You're asking Westbrook to be efficient, period. You're asking Kawhi, who's now sitting out, to be healthy for the entire series, which he literally got hurt in the first round last year. And then you're asking Paul George to carry everything on his back again, pretty much. and they still don't have any interior defense whatsoever.
You're also asking Ty Lue to really do his job. Even though you got all these names and you have built your name behind LeBron James in that championship run. I think now was really time to put up and shut up for Ty Lue. You know what I mean? I don't want to say that he should be on a hot seat or he's getting exposed or anything like that, but I just think that if you were giving him any passes before due to load management and just what he's been able to deal with, all that kind of is out the window now. You got to afford that with Westbrook, Harden, and the rest of the gang. So I think all eyes should also be on Ty Lue as far as challenging expectations.
And since you said that, Seven, like before, what was it, the year that they went to the conference finals, Paul George and Kawhi were going on a tangent, sort of like when Kyrie and LeBron was going on a tangent. So if they could do that again and have James be just at least there and show up, they can get back to the conference finals.
No, you're right, bro. You're absolutely right. I got another one for y'all. LeBron James, 2016 Cavaliers championship team, or LeBron James 2020 Lakers championship team? Which one is
Lakers
better?
smoked them.
Lakers will smoke the 2016 Cavs in a 7-game series.
Easy.
I'm taking Cavs. I'm taking Cavs.
Why easy for Cole?
Easy. It is so easy. It's so easy. First of all, the Cavs defense is so free. It's so free. It's a layup line, especially for the players we had.
Oh, and we had hella stars, bro. Yeah, that's a fact. Run them down. Run them names down real quick.
Come on. We got Dwight, we got JaVale, we got AD, we got Caruso, we got Kuzma, we got KCP, Danny Green. Like
I got for my Midwest team right here. I got to stick up for my Midwest, y'all.
Talk. You got Cleveland. So why Cleveland, Hank?
I just like the dynamic they had together. Him and Kawhi, LeBron and Kyrie together. They figured it out
With Kevin Love. Of
course, a little bit more dimension. Did he come back from that broken arm or whatever? But he still played good.
Yeah, that Olynyk did.
Yeah.
The 2020 Lakers, Cole ain't have no big three like that.
It don't matter. First of all, Kevin Love was overrated in that
playoff. Everyone says it.
He's overrated. Second of all, the dynamic. I think you forgot about Headband Gang. I ain't forget. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
They running teams in the bubble like something I've never seen in my life. They had one of the best team defenses pretty much ever. No, bro. The Cavs don't have nothing for them.
Oh man, we got Matthew Dellavedova. What are you talking about? Oh, lock up Caruso.
We got Caruso.
Delly was on the 2016 team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Delly was on there. Shannon Fry hitting them the big fellas.
Smith, Iman Shumpert.
Yeah.
Tristan Thompson.
The Shumpert
Richard Jefferson.
J.R. Smith show. That's defense right there now.
Richard Jefferson.
Yeah.
Shumpert is so free. I ain't gonna lie.
But I don't know, gang. This Cleveland Lakers thing, it is kind of tricky, bro. Well, what about the coaches, Frank Vogel or Ty Lue for real? Like, what are we doing with
Frank Vogel? Ty Lue has one adjustment, and it's go smaller.
You say Frank? You say Ty, Hank?
I say Ty.
Ty Lue.
Nah, bro.
He's not afraid to challenge his players too.
Right.
And then we forgot about Mo Williams on that team. He was a big part of that team as well.
Man,
Mo Williams didn't win it. Mo Williams was a part of the 2016 championship team.
The Cavaliers win some games, and he was hitting some shots.
That's right. Mo did come back.
Hey, man. Mo Williams, Danny Green. Let me know.
Oh,
and then who's guarding 38% from three, 45% from mid-range AD? Please let me know.
Tristan Thompson, boy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. Absolutely. Even Dwight was going off. JaVale played some of his best basketball, at times with the Lakers.
Defense.
I'm gonna get Tristan some love though. He did.
Alex Caruso
for the Lakers this past year. He did help.
He did.
I don't know, Hank. I think Cole might got this one with this Laker one. I don't.
They get smoked in like 5.
Damn, bro.
No
I
cap.
don't know, bro. Hold on, bro. You're talking
No.
about Kyrie and
Kyrie in his
LeBron, bro.
prime. In his
I'm
prime.
talking about LeBron and AD and Caruso to guard Kyrie and KCP to guard Kyrie. I'm good.
He ain't stopping Kyrie.
Yes, he is.
Yo,
What are you talking about? What?
no, bro.
You're crazy.
He gonna
I
give him
ain't
some
even-
challenge now, but he ain't stopping him.
He can. I watched
All right.
Marcus Smart on a bunk angle guard Kyrie. I'm good.
Kyrie.
All right, people. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk, episode 183. Y'all already know how we coming, man, for the new year. Happy New Year to everybody out there in the NBA community. We about to get into our main topic of the show. I wanted to go ahead. At first, I was going to do the entire league, but I don't want to hold the fellas up too long. So I'll probably do this type of segment a couple times and break it down, at least into conferences. We are going to give a hot take for every team for the 2024 season in the Western Conference. We'll probably spend a block on this maybe in a week or two and do the East. But I do want to run down each team in the Western Conference and get a hot take from each team from you fellas. So let's start from top to bottom. The Minnesota Timberwolves right now is leading the charge. Hank, do you have a hot take for the Timberwolves for this current season going into 2024?
They get rid of Cat.
They're going to get rid of Cat. I think they're going to be a first round exit. I don't think they're going to make. I think they'll make the playoffs, but they'll be an embarrassment in the playoffs. They'll be no threat. They'll be the most overrated top team that we've seen in a long time into the playoffs. That's my take on the Timberwolves. I'm not sold. What about you, Hank?
Even with them right now constituted, I think they can at least get out the first. They got to prove more than that, but I think they can get out the first this year.
Even without Cat?
I mean, with Cat. Without Cat, we don't know what they're going to get for Cat. Now, that's going to be they could be vastly improved or vastly under, value, depending on what they get for them.
Cole, you got a hot take for the Timberwolves?
When they get kicked out of playoffs, it's gonna be Anthony Edwards' fault.
Oh, he is a choker. All right.
His tendency.
Mhm.
My bad.
No, go ahead.
His tendency to shoot 3-pointers when he can like easily get by defenders is gonna be why they don't.
How efficient of a 3-point shooter is Anthony Edwards?
It's like, I think it's like 38, but it's like the fakest 38.
Like my man from Atlanta then?
Like Tay.
What about the OKC Thunder? They're the second spot in the Western Conference. Cole, you got a hot take for the OKC Thunder?
This is the best team in the Western Conference.
Wow. This is the real best team. That is hot. My hot take for OKC, Josh Giddey won't get penalized this season. He's gonna get a pass this entire year. We ain't even heard about him.
We haven't heard
a
of
couple weeks, right?
Yeah, we ain't heard nothing.
Nothing. You got a hot take for the Thunder? Hank?
I'm trying to think. Really, they're good. I don't know if they get past the second round.
Okay. Good, not great. Not championship team.
Not yet. They still got to put it together. They got a great foundation, but of course they got to prove it. They prove it, right? What I'm seeing, not yet. Not yet.
I want to go last with this next team. Hot takes for the Denver Nuggets. Hank, you got a hot take for the Nuggets?
Well, right now they're number 3. They got their pieces back. They're definitely in the conference finals.
Really? Yo, y'all are so whatever, bro. All right. Cole, what about you, family?
If they find like an actual backup center, they smoke the conference. Yeah.
And think about it, just maybe a week ago, they probably could have snuck Andre Drummond over there. Now, I don't know.
Right.
Andre over there tearing it up.
They stuck with DeAndre Jordan.
I don't, my bottom line is they're not making another championship run. I mean, they can run, but they're not going to make the finals again. They're not that. Y'all are just too much on them. So my hot take is basically they're not getting into the conference finals. That's my hot take. I don't think they're going to get into the conference finals this season. The Clippers are 4th in the Western Conference. A hot take for the Clippers, Cole. Let's start with you, gang.
I don't even know if this is a hot take because they're known for being chokers, but they're not gonna make any type of noise in the playoffs. It's gonna be like Philadelphia, but on the West.
My hot take for the Clippers. I think Paul
Say it.
Paul George is going to get traded. Paul George is either going to get traded or demand a trade before the deadline. I know everything seems to be going well now. Something is going to happen with Paul George and the Clippers. That's my hot take because people don't know they were shopping Paul George in the offseason. They tried to get Paul George over there to New York, but New York didn't want to give him an extension. And there was another destination I heard low-key that the Clippers were interested in, and it would have to move PG. So I think Paul George might be on the move, on the low. That's my hot take. What about you, Hank, for the Clippers?
That new building is opening up next year, I believe, right?
Yep.
I don't think they move Paul right now. I think that move is dead for this season after they made the James Harden trade. If they did not trade for James Harden, I thought that maybe they may move him, try to get some other pieces. But they want definitely a good team in that building next year. And right now, where they're playing, they're at least good. So I think that, again, healthy, they're playing pretty good together. They found something, found a rhythm. They're going to make the playoffs. And healthy, they playing the way we're playing now. Again, I keep saying Western Conference Finals, but they have a chance to get there. Not saying they're definite. They have a chance to get to the conference finals.
But my thing is, though, if you expect the Clippers to go into this new arena with this core, then they're going to have to break the bank. Because if I'm not mistaken, all of these guys, Kawhi, Paul George, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, they are eligible free agents at the end of the season.
Right.
I don't think any of those guys are locked in for multiple years. Or they might be player options, but I don't think any of them guys are locked in. So if they are to have Paul George, they're going to have to pay him.
Yeah. So the one that's probably going to get paid the most maybe is James. Kawhi and PG, they kind of got to take a hometown discount, sort of like Clay going to have to do for Golden State. Because look how much they've missed, Like they're going to get paid, but they can't get the max money and they can keep it together.
I think PG the best guy on this team, but
You think what?
I think Paul George the best guy on this team.
Better than Kawhi?
Yeah.
Come on, gang.
Availability, the best ability.
I can't argue with that.
That's what I'm saying, availability. But he's been out a lot, Cole. He's been out a lot too. Some stuff I'll be looking at Paul George like, man, that's kind of sus, man. You can get played on that. You taking advantage of that low management stuff. So yeah, I think they gonna have to get some type of discount in order to stay. If not, maybe they gonna have to trade either Paul or Kawhi before the trade deadline.
What about the Sacramento Kings? They are now 5th in the Western Conference. You got a hot take, Hank, for the Kings?
They need something else. They need another piece.
Okay, so they're not done building. What about you, Cole? You got a hot take for the Kings?
Sabonis is not good, bro. Like, stop, bro. You find an actual center, bro, please.
It's not really a hot take, but they are the defending champions of the Pacific Division. I just don't think that they're going to repeat as the defending champs. I think we'll have a new division winner in the Pacific. I think they'll still be good. They'll still be a playoff team. I don't know if they will get back to the top by the end of this run. I think the Lakers, even though the Lakers are up and down like a roller coaster, the Clippers, and I'm still not counting Phoenix out. It's just so much basketball to play, and these guys are not that much apart. So I think my hot take for Sacramento would be they won't be the division winners, champions this season. Then we got the Dallas Mavericks, Luka and Kyrie. My hot take for the Mavericks is Luka will win the MVP this season. I hate to say it, but that'll be my hot take. I think he'll get votes and he'll be the new MVP.
What you got, Cole?
Luka Doncic is the best player in the NBA.
I don't know why we going there, but
And he's miles ahead of it. Besides Jokic, he's miles ahead of everybody else offensively.
miles ahead.
Miles.
Not he miles ahead of LeBron James.
Miles.
Are you sick? What can Luka Doncic do that LeBron James can't do?
Drop like a 30-point triple-double every night.
Cool. Hank, you got any hot takes for the Dallas Mavericks gang?
I think that number one, they were number one in the West for a while. They kind of slipped back down.
They're on number 6 right now. They're on 5 games above 500.
But when Luka's in the playoffs, I will not doubt that, man. It's sort of like when Trae Young gets to the playoffs, you cannot doubt him. He performs miracles. They're a team that's going to be like that dark horse. We thinking it's Denver or the Clippers or even the Lakers, then they might upset them because of Luka.
This is unbelievable. It really is. Like, they might not even make the playoffs.
You don't think so?
That is crazy.
What you mean? They only 5 games above 500, right? When you look right now, they're in 6th place. Right. When you look at the number 15, which is the Houston Rockets, they are a loss in front of the Rockets. The Rockets lost 15, they lost 14. We saw what happened with Luka and Kyrie last season. Just destroyed and just came apart. They didn't even make the playoffs. The way Hank kind of described them guys slipping and falling, like, I mean, what?
Well,
we got to throw some context on that.
Yeah.
They did load management on purpose last year and got fined for it. They could have made the playoffs. They purposely didn't make the playoffs.
For what reason?
Whatever. Oh yeah, they was, who was it? A trade. If they didn't make the playoffs, they were blocking one of the picks to the Knicks or one of them other teams.
Okay.
If they didn't make the playoff, they made the playoffs, they get the pick. But if they didn't make it, they get to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
What about the New Orleans Pelicans? Any hot takes, Hank, for the Pelicans?
I don't know, man. You know how I feel about Zion, man. This dude can be the best in the league. I'm going to say they stay in the playoff tournament. I think he stays playing, but I don't know if he gets to the whole weight issue stuff together, but I do think they make the play-in.
No playoffs for them. No playoffs at all. Yeah, that's all I can say about the Pelicans. I don't even want to get started with Zion because I really want to say something, but I would have to do my homework first. But no playoffs for the Pelicans.
What you think?
I mean, Cole, my bad.
Blow it up today.
Blow it up. See, I'm on that type of time, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm definitely on that type of time, bro.
Look. Hey. Give me Herb Jones, please.
What about the Phoenix Suns? They are now 8th in the Western Conference. KD, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. What's your hot take, Cole, for the Phoenix Suns?
They trash.
Come
on, bro.
Are they making the playoffs?
No, bro. It's the Phoenix Nets. Nobody got time for that, bro.
Wow. Most overrated team in the Western Conference?
By a mile.
Damn. No respect for KD?
Nope.
What about you, Hank?
You know, I got love for him, but the way they playing, I say the way they're gonna be a first round exit.
KD gonna demand a trade out of Phoenix. That's my hot take. Yo, you know Kevin Durant don't play this game.
That's not.
He don't play this game, bro. It's really not. It's really not. But I mean, I don't think people will expect that. I think people, because of his history, people expect him to go down with the ship at least this year. If he's going to make any noise, it'll be in the offseason. I think people expect that. I think KD is cut from a different cloth. We could see KD complaining before February if they don't get this thing together, because their key pieces ain't doing what needs to be done, whether it's their fault or not. You know, and Kevin Durant finding himself in a similar situation as in Brooklyn. Yep.
What happened when we made super teams? I don't know.
Hey,
the pieces got to fit, man. The super teams work. You just got to have the right pieces. We saw it in Boston. We saw it in Miami. It works. Even Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
Pieces got to work. They got to make sense.
We down to our Los Angeles Lakers, number 9. Any hot take, Hank, for the Lakers?
They need another piece too.
As far as a hot take for another piece, give me a player that
I already know who I want to get here. I already talked to y'all about it.
I hope it ain't Zach.
No.
Drummond.
Mitchell.
No, DeJounte.
Oh, Mitchell.
Yeah, he keeps saying Spider-Man.
Spider will get y'all to the championship.
DeJounte Murray will get us to the championship. I keep telling y'all.
He ain't Mitchell, man. I'm sorry. I like Spider. DeJounte, but Mitchell got history in the playoffs performing.
Last 2 years, he been mid. No cap.
Yeah. But the state, he been going through those issues too. Whatever behind the scenes, that affects your game too. But I think with playing with Bron and AD,
I think DeJounte would benefit more from playing with Bron and AD than he would.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think LeBron James will end as a top 5. I think LeBron James will end in the top 10 MVP race. And I also think he's going to not retire. He'll have a leave of absence at the end of the year. I don't think he's going to play next season.
My hot take.
I think he's going to take a year off. I feel like he want to make sure that his plans align for his son. I think the extra rest will help. I think he mentally still got the game in him, so I don't think he's going to retire. But depending on how well they do, especially if they win a chip, he might retire. Only reason why I would say he won't retire because he need his farewell tour. But I do expect LeBron to take a leave of absence. I don't think we're going to see him next year. That's my hot take for the Lakers. Then we got the Houston Rockets, Ime Udoka and the crew, them young boys. My hot take for the Rockets, right now they are in the play-in. Right now, 10th, they're playing 500 basketball. Big time turnaround from last year. They were one of the worst teams in the league, in the association last year. I think they'll make the playoffs. I think they'll make the play-in tournament. They will give themselves a chance to make the playoffs. They'll have a huge turnaround, so that's my take. I think they will keep this, if you want to call it, momentum going for the remainder of the year. They'll get into some competition for the playoffs. That's my take for the Houston Rockets. What about you, Cole?
The Rockets don't hit that next gear until they trade Jalen Green.
That sounds like something BA would say. I agree with that. What about you, Hank?
Hot take. I was gonna say the same thing as you. I think they do make at least the play-in tournament. Their road record is terrible. That's the only reason why they're not going to be upper echelon. But yeah, I think they can definitely make the play-in tournament. They're gonna be a thorn in somebody's side at home.
Gotcha. 5 teams remaining in the Western Conference. We down to the number 11 team. That's the Golden State Warriors. Hank, you got a hot take for the Warriors for the 2024 calendar season?
If they don't make a deal, I don't even know if they make the play-in.
Wow. No playoffs for the Warriors if a deal isn't done.
They got to do something.
They get rid of Klay. They'll trade Klay Thompson. That's my hot take. They're going to trade Klay Thompson. No?
They're going to keep the band together.
Look, man. I said the Suns the most overrated. It might be these guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. It might be these guys. Boy, this team is disgusting. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're. I told you on one of the other shows, I don't feel good about this season with them. It's not going to be as bad as the year when Steph was out and they lost a lot of games, but it's just going to be an up and down, never getting together type season.
Oh yeah.
What do y'all think about Steph Curry? Is he in his prime? Has he passed his prime? Where will we put Steph Curry at in the prime conversation? Is he in it right now?
No.
You don't think so? I think he still is.
Mm.
I think he's a better player than he was.
You can be better, but not be in your prime. Like,
do you think he's reached his prime yet, Cole?
Do I think he reached his prime? 100%.
So you think he's past his prime?
I'll say like towards the end, like towards the tail end.
And Hank, you feel like he's still in his prime?
I think he's still in it. They just need pieces around him.
So is it a reality to say that the Golden State Warriors could actually hinder his prime years, like how Portland did Damian Lillard? Do you see that happening?
Mm-hmm. This is exactly what it looked like.
This is what it is. And he ain't leaving. He ain't going to ask for a trade.
And that was my next question. So if that's the case, you think Steph is just going to allow that to happen?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to demand some pieces. Well, I don't think he's going to give up on Dre and Clay. He's going to force them to make some other moves. We already see his reports that Andrew Wiggins is in trade talks right now. They opened up trade talks for him. So they're going to try to bolster the roster with some of those other pieces to get some more help for him in there. And they're going to have to do something in the offseason to bolster the roster as well.
What do you think is more important to Steph Curry, his team or his legacy at this point? Because the way you're breaking it down, he's putting team first before his legacy. And I just feel like, bro, he's so deep into conversations of being one of the greatest. You kind of got to be selfish right now.
He's already talked about it a little bit. Like, he never thought he was going to be where he's at right now. He never thought,
as far as what people consider him to be.
Yeah, he never thought. He never knew that. No, his father never knew. His dad didn't even think he was going to make the league. You know, but where he's at right now, you know, it's his legacy. Like LeBron said when he got, my legacy is set. Steph's legacy is pretty much set. He doesn't have to do too much more. It's about team. It's about feeling good and riding your career out the way you want to. And, you know, we talked about my Pistons. My 04 Pistons never got another shot. They blew it up too quick. And I'm saying that because San Antonio went on to win a championship against Bron, and Dallas went to win a championship against Bron. Those were teams that made it to the finals before, kept at least some of their core together, and went back. I think that Golden State might have a chance to do that. They keep those three and then find a way to bolster their roster to get one more chip.
Next team we got in the Western Conference, Cole, is the Utah Jazz below the Golden State Warriors. The Utah Jazz right now are 14-19 on the year. Me, myself, I don't have a hot take when it comes to the Utah Jazz. Like, there's just nothing I can really think of. Do you have a take for the Utah Jazz for 2024?
For 2024, not really. This is a team that could either smoke the best team in the conference or lose by 40. And if you're looking for some pieces for your own team, you should probably look at the Jazz. And stop wasting Laurie, please.
Yeah. The Memphis Grizzlies, Hank. You got a hot take for the Memphis Grizzlies? They the next team.
I already told you before, they making the playoffs. They at least playing rather. At least playing.
I'm going with that. Now, Ja Morant, if that was the case, and if he would be eligible, would you put Ja Morant at the top of MVP for that? Seeing how Memphis was without him?
If they didn't have that rule, I would put him back as comeback player of the year. I wouldn't even put him in the MVP conversation because it's not fair.
Why not?
It ain't fair. You still got to have all these other guys that played all these games. Comeback player with all the stuff he's had going on, comeback player is a good award.
Your team has no chance of making the playoffs in those 20-something games. he comes back and now they're in the playoffs. That has to be more than just comeback player. That's value.
You could say that for every star player.
About what?
If Luka didn't play 25 games, Dallas wouldn't have a chance. And then if he came back, they would make the playoffs.
Well, it depends how
Okay.
productive you are, how impactful you are to the team. Like we watch Ja literally have impact on these wins. The Lakers be winning, and people say LeBron don't have impact on the winning of the Lakers. So I think it just depends on the individual. Ja, to me, has been responsible for these wins. If the same thing was with Luka, I believe you're right. You know, it would probably be on Luka. But some guys, when they come back, you could be winning, and it might not be based off of just them. I'm looking at Ja as like the savior for this team. They had no direction when he was gone.
I think we're severely underrating Desmond Bain, but okay.
As what? As a leader? As a go-to
player.
guy? I mean, he's a good shooter.
He averages 25. He's not just a good shooter.
He averages 25. Like, who else is really shooting the basketball? And who else was shooting the best? Ja was out all year. Why shouldn't he average 25? You don't even have what you call him no more.
Then look at the games with Ja and just tell me.
From Ja with Ja?
Yeah.
See, I gotta look more. I'll do that diligence, and I'll look at more of his support system since he's been back. But I just feel like his impact, his presence, has been the main reason that they turned it around so quickly. I mean, he hit the game winner in his first game back.
You got to stay healthy, though. If you don't stay healthy, they're not making the play-in.
So what's your hot take, Cole, for the Grizzlies?
For the Grizzlies, I think this team, if they scratch the play-in, they won't make it to the playoffs, even if they get there.
2 teams left. We got the Portland Trailblazers. Another team I really don't have a hot take for. I know Scoot Henderson is talking about he's trying to be a rookie of the year. I think that's cap. I don't think he stands a chance of being rookie of the year in Portland. So
it's done now. Yeah, it's done.
That's my take on that. You got anything for Portland, Hank?
Just continue to build. I don't have a hot take. They're kind of bad this year. Trade Aiden, put him somewhere else, or give him Jeremy. Trade Jeremy somewhere. Get some pieces for him
before the trade deadline this season. Last but not least, give me a hot take for the San Antonio Spurs, Cole. What you got?
Wemby's the second best rookie of this class.
Wemby's going to come in second in the rookie of the year.
Yes.
Who gets it over him? Chet?
Chet is just like better at everything.
Spurs fire Greg Popovich mid-season. That's definitely my hot take. That ain't happening, right?
You gonna bring in Phil Jackson 7?
No.
They're going on the Detroit run.
Or Becky Hammond. Give me a hot take, Hank, for the Spurs, bro.
Hot take. I don't know if it's a hot take or not. I just say let Wemby get his legs under him, and let's see what happens next year. You need that whole 82.
Gotcha. Are this? I was totally wrong. I said that he was going to turn the team around in the first season and make the play-in tournament. They're in last place. Does anybody feel like they have any chance to make the play-in? Are they done?
They're done.
I don't think they're making a play-in next year.
No future. No immediate future in San Antonio.
No.
I don't know, Cole. It depends on that development of Wemby. I see it. It's just his team got to be on board. You know, like I say, him getting them legs on him. It's his first time in America. First time playing 82 games. First time going city to city, state to state. He get that under wraps. Next year gonna be dangerous.
They can't get him the ball.
They refuse to.
Exactly. No immediate future. No immediate future whatsoever.
They might have to make some trades. I think it's a little bit of rookie hazing too.
Watch this. Yo, Cole, could Luka pass Larry Bird all time?
Yes.
You agree or disagree with that, Hank? Could Luka pass Larry Bird all time?
He's got to win though. He can't pass him if he don't win. So he's got to win some championships and he's got to get some MVPs. Otherwise, what are we talking about? His stats only? Larry had impact, so Luka's gonna have to have impact as well with the team success and the individual success as well.
I feel like at a certain point, like even if Luka, okay, Larry got 3. If Luka gets 1, and then you just look at how much better Larry's teams were, and how much better of a player Luka like Luka is than Larry, it's not even gonna be a conversation.
Yeah, I agree. He got to get at least one piece, one MVP, one championship to even have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
That's
Otherwise,
all
he ends up like
y'all are
Tommy
giving
Lucas.
this dude such a pass. This is ridiculous, Hank. That
Larry
is
had a super
bogus.
team. What are we talking about?
Larry
Like, he
had a
wasn't even-
dynasty. Larry created a dynasty.
No,
Don't
he
act
didn't.
like Larry fell into the lap of some greatness in Boston. Larry Bird pioneered that. I want Luka to do the same thing in Dallas since he's so great.
We need them
So
a retrospect of his career
Hank,
because this is crazy.
Hank, one more time so that I'm clear, so that when I do my editing, I know exactly what to highlight from this ridiculousness that you're saying right now. Luka only needs what in your eyes to surpass Larry Bird?
I never said surpass. I said be in the
To
conversation.
be in the conversation is what?
So be in the conversation as one of the greatest. Or what you said? To be better than Larry. What'd you say?
Yes, my question was can Luka Doncic be greater than Larry Bird?
Yeah, you have to, in order for him to even have a conversation about it, he's got to win. He's got to at least get the MVP.
But I need you to be specific. You said one championship, like, and
Right.
I'm looking
you
at these
can't have
numbers.
a conversation without at least 1-7. You got
I
to
don't
have.
think we can have a conversation with
one
one.
MVP.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
When you're
Larry-
looking at these numbers, wait, maybe y'all not seeing the screen.
Larry and Giannis is a conversation.
Well, let's look at this, and this is true too. They named Michael Jordan the greatest player of all time. It's in a magazine, in like 1988. He had no rings.
Is
I don't even know
Luka
if he won the MVP
Michael
yet.
Jordan?
Huh?
Is Luka Michael?
I'm not saying he's Michael, but I'm just saying he is a great player.
He doesn't have to be better than Larry.
You said one championship is enough, and the MVP is enough for the conversation.
Conversation. Not saying that he
For the
is.
conversation. No, just for the conversation. And I say that is ridiculous.
He already a better playoff performer than him. So, no.
How you figure that?
I don't know about that one.
Because he is.
Let's go down to honors and awards. Let's look at
Larry.
this.
Larry was cold in the playoffs, man. He was cold in the playoffs.
Nah, you got to see them stats. I ain't gonna lie. He had
Bro,
moments,
you
but
are
gotta see them
bugged
stats.
out. One
You're bugged.
MVP and one title is enough.
Okay, I'll say
if
two.
I'm not mistaken,
I'll say
just to
two
put some
MVPs.
respect on Larry's name, Cole, I think he won like what Magic won the first year, and I think Larry won that second year.
That was a bad finals for him. His first ring was a bad finals for him. I don't.
Y'all are tripping. I
And then
totally
another
disagree
thing we
with
got to give an advantage for Larry. I mean, well,
Got
the
a better
talent
team.
pool was a little bit different. There wasn't as many teams. So when we say super team, all those great players were on less, the spread more
Mhm.
because it's 4 or 5 less teams in the league.
Y'all don't give LeBron that type of leeway and cachet.
What you
They
mean?
still have
LeBron-
expectations of him to go 6-0, like Michael, even though the level of competition was way harder and tougher now.
I don't have,
Okay,
you
So
already
why don't
know,
we
I
hold
feel
Luka
like
to the same fire as Larry Bird?
What you mean? Give Luka the same team.
he got to show improve, but like you said about LeBron, I always say like getting to the finals is an accomplishment to me.
Yeah.
So Larry has played twice as much as far as years go as Luka. He's up 3-0 on NBA titles,
Mhm.
and he's up
MVPs.
3-0 in MVPs, right? Is there any stat that Luka could surpass Larry Bird in before it's all over with for Luka's career?
All-star.
I don't see him being able to
All-NBA.
surpass that Laurie and no accolades.
Are you sure about that?
Let me bring it back up. When we talk
Did he
about
get Finals
accolades,
MVP?
He got
Sure.
two
Laurie
finals
got
MVP.
3 of them. Laurie got 2 or 3 of them. Hold on, because I just saw it.
Yeah, 2.
Hold on. Yeah, like Luka, I don't see him surpassing Laurie in no category. He got the rookie of the year, so I get it. He definitely ain't going to surpass him in defense.
Oh, those are the most fraudulent defensive teams. Like you shouldn't bring that up. Like Larry Bird, the defensive forwards were so bad that the years like Larry Bird made second team all defense, they literally put a guard in front of him on the first team. And you know how traditional they were about positions back then. Like those are fraud
Hank, what you
defensive
see?
teams.
I don't see nothing.
The
Cole
accolades?
don't really see nothing. I don't see what can Luka surpass him in with these numbers. There's nothing.
Rings.
Well, it depends on how long Luka want to play.
I give him a LeBron. Let's give him a LeBron career. Let's give him 20 years. Let's give him 20.
He ain't passing all defensive teams. I don't think Luka gonna do that. To be honest with you,
He
All
ain't surpassing
NBA
all
teams?
NBA.
all
Yes, he
NBA,
will.
all. You thinking the defensive teams?
No, all NBA teams he can surpass.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see all first team.
Mhm.
Again, that it's hard to win in this league, man. So him getting to the finals is gonna be tough, but he at least got to get one in the conversation to even say anything like that.
That is not a bro. We're talking about a 3-time champion. One can't. I don't understand that, bro.
You said that
One,
without context.
all that is just ridiculous, bro. 3
trying to pull this up, bro.
MVPs, 2 Finals MVPs, 3 championships. 1 championship cannot have a convo with that. No way. Especially if you're not surpassing Larry Bird in none of these other categories.
Okay, so is
Y'all
Giannis
feel like
and Larry
before it's
Bird
over with,
something?
he'll be more all NBA?
Yes.
I might can dance with that. I might can dance with that.
Yes, bro.
I might get that. Even the all NBA first team, he only need 5 more. He'll be playing, he'll be at that level for 5 more years at least. So he'll have a shot at that.
What would the conversation be if Dominique Wilkins won 2 championships and got a MVP of the league?
He's better than Larry.
The conversation would be much more than what we have for him now as far as the type of player that Dominique is. That's for sure. I believe that. But I wouldn't be putting Dominique in no GOAT conversation or no top 5 because of those accolades that you just labeled.
We aren't doing that with Larry either.
Larry is proven.
Dominique
With a
got
super team.
1,000 points. He's been a scoring champion in the league. He's 9-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, rookie. That's that all-rookie team.
Impact. None of that had impact, right?
His teams were good. The Atlanta teams were good.
They were good,
You
but
can't say impact when this man had, what was it? Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge, like Kevin McHale. Like, come on, bro. You can't say impact.
Laurie
against
made
somebody
those
like
guys great.
Dominique Wilkins. No,
Laurie
he
made
didn't.
those guys
No,
great.
he didn't.
Really?
Kevin McHale was a buck. What? And then
Laurie, hold
Dennis
on.
Johnson already had a chip. What are we talking about?
That's not what I'm. Just because you have a championship don't mean that you're great.
But he was great before he got
What's
to
his name?
Boston.
Bill Walton. We had this conversation about Bill Walton, right?
He was great.
All right.
When he got to Boston, he was a good player.
I just want to be clear because I'm telling you, I'm gonna Cole ass his mind respectfully all season, starting tomorrow. I just want to be clear. I'm just trying to document. So Larry Bird had no impact on his other team as far as winning. He didn't teach those guys how to win or show those guys how to win. They were winners and great without Larry Bird.
I didn't say no impact. His impact just isn't as big as you think it is.
I think it was big. I think a big Cole.
My goodness.
You take Bird off them teams, they don't sniff the
They're
championship
not
at
getting
all.
none of them. They're not getting that. I don't think they're winning anything without Larry.
They're not. And I like
Not
Kevin
one.
McHale. I like Parrish. They'd be a good team, just not good enough.
And Magic and Kareem and them are man. That's what cakewalk. But all right, cool. I got one last topic for you guys, and then I'm out. Appreciate you guys. We kind of alluded to this already, but Kevin Durant, is KD's championship window closing?
It's going.
Everybody's getting up in age, but I'm talking about a realistic chance of winning the championship. Is that window closing, if not already closed, in y'all opinion?
Well, I feel is that maybe the top player, maybe so. I think he can get another one. It just depends on where he lands. He's still going to be a good player, but the best player on the team, where he can be in the GOAT conversations and all that, that window is probably done.
So him joining like a LeBron and the Lakers with AD, what we talked about on your show, something like that would be more of a way you see him winning a title than him leading the Phoenix Suns to a chip. That's what you're saying.
That team isn't winning a title.
Yeah.
That team isn't winning the title, bro. Oh my god.
What team?
Bron, AD, KD, and nobody else on the team.
Wait a minute, Hank. Was this guy on the show Friday? It was Cole, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
this is why I'm feeling like this deja vu, like this guy's on my bumper right now. Like, yeah, he is wilding. Okay, all right, cool. I'm doing my homework, bro. I got you this Friday. Can you bring that topic back up next Friday, Hank? I would appreciate it, bro.
I got
this
you.
is crazy. My God.
Yeah, I'm still on
I can't really argue with y'all though right now because you got to go by what the proof is in the pudding. Kevin Durant has not shown by being that number one that he can get it done. Whether the circumstances are in his control or out, the bottom line is it just doesn't happen. I can definitely see him joining a certain support system and, him definitely getting the championship. I just don't think that his window is closed because just as an individual, I still think that he's better than a lot of people still feel like he is. People feel like KD fell off in the last few years. Like, let's be honest.
Because he has.
How?
In
He's
the
still a great
playoffs.
player. He's still a great player, man. He need more help.
How much more help does he need? That's the point. That's the point. How much more help does he need?
Right.
I say the same thing about LeBron, bro.
I feel he doesn't need to be like Devin Booker, especially in Phoenix. He needs to be the guy for sure. KD needs to be like they was last year. He just got to deliver in the playoffs. He did, obviously he fell off a little bit, but he got to deliver. And they got a third piece in Bill.
Mm-hmm.
So it's for them. If anybody in the league, it's sink or swim for them.
All right, cool. Fellas, I appreciate y'all so much for joining me this afternoon. NBA community, happy New Year's again to each and every one of y'all. Cole, when you starting your channel, getting everything up and running, bro? I know you probably ready for this new year.
I'm recording the video tonight.
Oh, okay, cool, man. Make sure that you got a name of your channel, or just when you get your channel link, just drop it in the comment section of this video right here, so I can go ahead and share it and promote, so we can go ahead and get that channel built as well, bro. Definitely
Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hank, my G, appreciate you, man.
No problem.
What you got going on this week on Sports Gang Vision? You want to let the people know?
Well, we know that I gotta drop my video tomorrow. I tell you, so I'm keeping up with my schedule. Monday's dropping the video, Friday's gonna be the live show, but I looking to attack more content throughout the week than I did these last month or so, and getting y'all more lives and more videos throughout the week before the show hits.
Bro, I'm trying to get either in the Twitter Spaces or TikTok. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to do something different, bro. I'm trying to figure some shit out, bro. We got to link up and figure out another platform to talk our shit on. I think that with TikTok, somebody told me that you can have people come up that's under 1,000 followers, but they can't turn their camera on or some shit like that. So I'm trying to figure that shit out.
It was a struggle for me to turn my camera on. So,
but I don't. Which would be most simple, like shit, just rock out. But yeah, man, we definitely gonna have some shit coming down the pipeline. But I'm out of here, man. Y'all stay safe. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk, man. Smash that like button if y'all enjoyed this video. Episode 183 is officially a wrap. Shout out to my guys for joining me this afternoon, and hope everybody once again have a happy and safe New Year. We out.
Peace.